Room Tour 2023.
I got spirals in my eyes like I'm hypnotized. I'ma do it B.I.G. I fucking need it now. And you're not suited for this life, I gotta cut it ties.
Now that the setup's complete, let me give you guys a tour of it. The wall is the first piece you pretty much look at, and I have a Govee light bar that goes from here. I had to use 2 of them. This light bar goes down to the corner, and then this is a 9-piece Govee light bar with a corner that just butts up right against it, and then it goes all the way across behind the fridge. For the things on the wall, we have some disc plates. This one is a Kakashi one. This one is a Levi and the Beast Titan, and this is Tanjiro and Killua. And then for on the shelves, I tried to match the anime. So we've got, you know, Nezuko, Tanjiro, Gojo, Naruto in the middle. We got Levi up there and a plant. And then on this side, we got Kakashi, Spider-Man, which I don't really know where he fits, but he's just there for now. And then a Kakashi figurine as well. And all of these are housed on top of 3 floating shelves with lighting underneath as well, which I don't really need to turn on right now. And then when you turn to the right of the room, we have this pillar that has the closet in it. And this has the Armor Titan and a CSGO planting meme that's from the game. CSGO was a favorite game of all time for me, so that's why I have it. And then moving on to the closet was something cool because I wanted to promote the mouse pads, which if you guys don't know, I run a mouse pad business on the side of content creation, and it's been doing insanely well. So it's part of my brand and it's part of me, and so that's why I like to show it off like this. And I kind of show different drops that I was proud of, and I'll probably swap out them for seasonal when I decorate the room at Halloween and stuff like that, and Christmas. But yeah, it just has my logo up top and it has the mouse pads right there. Yes, there's a ton of mouse pads at the bottom. Everyone always asks me if they can have one, and no, you can't. Also, people ask me what's behind these doors, and it's pretty much just extra monitors, arms for the chairs, etc. Just extra stuff that I don't need. From the closet, let's go to the gaming setup now. Before we get into all of that, let's talk about the first PC specs. So this PC over here is running a Ryzen 5 5800X with a NZXT B550 and a 3090 by Gigabyte. I think it's also running a 750 watt power supply and some different fans and stuff like that. It is air cooled, but it is gonna get upgraded soon. It's also running 32 gigs of RAM, and I'll have all the specs on the screen as well. Moving on from this PC, let's talk about my audio equipment, because this is the biggest asked question that I get on pretty much all my videos. What audio do I use, etc. So let's talk about it. So this is my Go XLR right here. It's basically like an audio mixer. You can have sliders for different tracks that you want to do. As you see, this one's going up and down while I'm talking, but this is basically my Shure mic, and then there's like, you know, my streaming PC right here and different sliders to control the audio. And then this is running on an Elgato multi-mount. My mic is. Now, it's probably not the best mic arm, but I just thought it would be a cool place for it. It's running an XLR cable, which is kind of cable managed, kind of not. I need it loose for when I move around. And then let's talk about my headset. I'm running the Sennheiser, the HD58Xs by Jubilee. This is one of the most comfortable headsets I've ever owned, and I can wear it for multiple hours on end, and there's no problem. I also have, for my main mic of choice, I'm running a Shure SM7B, obviously kind of the streamer run-of-the-mill type of setup, and it's running on the Elgato multi-mount as the boom arm. So that's pretty much my audio setup, and let's move on to my monitors. So everyone always asks me about the monitors. My top monitor, I'm running a 34-inch ultra-wide by LG, and then for my main monitor, I'm running a 240 Hz Alienware 27-inch monitor. And then I have a tiny monitor that's just a Lee Powell portable monitor, and then it has like a little boom arm that clamps it in place. It's usually used for like iPads at workplaces, but I decided to kind of get a little crafty here and make it for my chat. So my chat usually sits on this monitor, and it's really not used for anything else. The top monitor is hooked up to the streaming PC, which we'll go over the specs in a minute, but this monitor is basically used for all the stuff on that PC, and this monitor is used for everything on that PC. It makes it super simple. So let's talk about my peripherals. So first up, my mouse pad is an Aqua Swirl by me. It's my own brand, GutzyAiden.com, and it's one of my favorite mouse pads ever, and 48 by 24 is the size. It's massive, and I love it. So let's move on from the mouse pad to the keyboard. This keyboard is a Portico 75. It sounds pretty good. I'll do a sound test officially, but this is pretty much my favorite keyboard that I've ever received. A viewer gave it to me, and I'm very blessed for that. Let's move on to the mouse. mouse. My favorite mouse of choice here is the Starlight from Final Mouse, and this is one of the Final Destination collab that they did, which was the last time they were releasing this mouse, and I got it in the small version, and I love this mouse. I also have the Tens one, and it's one of my favorite mice of all time. And for the last thing, everyone always asks me what mouse this is, and it's a Logitech G600M, and it's basically just a MMO mouse. I play World of Warcraft from time to time, and it's one of my favorite mice of all time. And then next up, I have my Stream Deck, and I have the button to switch between both PCs, and this is to charge my mouse. Let's talk about my stream equipment slash lighting. So this light right here is a Switty S20 camera mounted light, and I just use it right above on my camera. You can turn it off by just kind of switching the switch off like that. It's really nice to have for face lighting. And then my main source of lighting is this big bulb thing right here. It's a professional studio lighting from Newer, and it's really nice. This thing literally makes it daytime in here, and it allows me to film this video right now for you guys. It's really natural light, and I love it. So if you guys are content creators and want some good lighting, I'll link it down in the description. All right, let's talk about my main camera choice for streaming. This camera right here is a Sony Mark III. It's basically the younger brother of the camera that I'm using right now. This was my old content creation camera, but now it's like a stream camera that I use. And yeah, it's one of my favorite cameras. I'm running a 12mm lens on it. I know 12mm is crazy, but I like having everything on one screen for the stream so they can see the background and everything from the stream angle. And it allows me to have like everything on stream. So let's talk about the PC specs. This is my streaming PC, and it's amazing. Let me talk about the specs. So it's running a Lian Li XL, which was custom made for me. It has my logo in it and my motto, prove them wrong. And the specs of it is a Ryzen 9 5950X, and it's also running a 3090 Strix by Asus. Also running the Lian Li fans, the Corsair fans, the LL120s, and then the QL120s for the bottom to have that light showing through both. And then also my buddy Nacho painted the top of this for me with Kakashi and a little bit of light blue in it just to add that extra oomph to the PC. It's honestly one of my favorite builds to date, and it's one of my most prized possessions. I love this PC. Next up from the PC, let's talk about my chair. This is the Mavex M9, and it's one of the best chairs on the market. Now, it is a hefty price tag of $1,000, but it's one of my most comfortable chairs I've ever sit in, and I will 1000% back this chair over anyone talking on it, because it is a goated chair. I love sitting in this. I sit in my chair for like 7 to 8 hours a day sometimes, and this thing is always supporting my back and making it feel amazing. And honestly, $1,000 is worth it out of this chair. Beautiful chair, and no, I don't put the armrest on. It's better without it, okay? I don't care what anybody tells you. Easy access on both sides, so I don't want to hear it. This mini fridge back here that basically it stores all my drinks, and Juvie was kind enough to send out a bunch of Juvie, so thank you guys. I've been drinking on that. It's dwindling down, so I'm gonna need some more Juvie, okay? I'm gonna need some more of it, all right? I'm gonna need some more. If you guys made it to the end of this video, make sure to watch this video next, and thank you guys all for watching. Subscribe for more. Later.